What up, y'all? Mike back again. Still feeling a little under the weather. I hit y'all with 2 Battle of the LPs videos. Please check out the fucking Roots, Ill of Half-Life versus Things Fall Apart. That ain't getting much love. But Mob Deep, Hell on Earth versus the Infamous is. Wonder why, I don't know. But those albums are classics. Any real hip hop head should fuck with those. Like, show some love to that, y'all. But yeah, man, I got a little bit of sleep last night, not fucking much. Dealing with a bunch of fucking bullshit on Instagram, hackers and shit. Got hacked fucking 4 times. Russian cocksuckers, man. The RU email, be careful of that shit. I'm gonna shut this shit down soon. Getting sick of it. It ain't worth the fucking hassle and shit. But that's neither here or there. It's a story time video. I don't know what number this is. You know what I mean? So, fuck it. You just see the fucking number on the fucking, title of the video. But, I'm bringing these back. There's so many fucking stories I didn't even do yet. It's time consuming because these are quite long. Some of them anyway. You know what I mean? And I don't want to like have y'all fucking waiting forever and shit. I mean, try to watch this shit, but you know what? Fuck it. Someone told me to bring them back, so I'm bringing them back. Not only that, I was gonna bring them back anyway. You know what I mean? But yeah. So this story's crazy, you know what I mean? It's stories like this, real life stories that happen in my real life that I don't consider arguing on the internet real beef, you know what I mean? It's just not real beef to me at all. And it's this shit that I was, scared, yeah, I admit it. Shit I was scared about, real shit. So, back in the year 2002, my best friend in the whole fucking world, Ray, who's currently doing a bid right now, he'll be home, I don't know the fuck when, some serious shit. But anyway, yeah, we used to chill like every fucking day. Every day. He started driving before I started driving. He was a year older than me, but we were like in the same fucking grade. I met him in 1998. We were inseparable. Half black, half Puerto Rican kid. So, he, flat out, was a drug dealer. Alright? And he sold drugs throughout all of Massachusetts. This nigga had, fiends in fucking Boston, New Bedford, the Providence, Rhode Island area. He had all that shit down. Like, he would go to each fucking, city and do his thing. So, on a lot of various runs after school, I'll be hanging with him. This is knucklehead Mike. You know what I mean? Not thinking too type Mike. So, New Bedford, Massachusetts, which I'm familiar with. Cause my father's side, is from New Bedford, Massachusetts. Even though I'm not close to them no more, I haven't seen them in over 20 years or some shit like that. Not really friendly with my father's aunts, to say the least, for good reason. But anyway, fucking, this is 2002, so we were in New Bedford, Massachusetts. And during one of his various stops before he had to pick up some product, he said he was fucking with this bitch down there. And we go stop by her house. I'll never forget, it was some grimy ass projects up in New Bedford, Massachusetts. Now, I ain't getting out the motherfucking car, nigga. When I'm in places I never been, my guard is up. I'm paranoid. I get paranoid for my grandma. My grandma's paranoid, fucking looking every which way if she's outside or in the crib. She'd be like, or go over her house, she'd be like, checking the doorknob like every fucking 5 seconds when it's time to go to sleep and shit. You know, I'm the same way. You know what I mean? So I'm in a nigga hood. I don't know. I'm checking my surroundings. I'm fucking making. You know what I mean? That's just me. Even to this day, I'm like that. Especially back then, because I was living a whole nother life. You know, I was a knucklehead teenager. So I'm like, yo, I'll stay in the whip. You know, I'm not gonna be long and all this shit. So I'm like, alright. He goes up in the projects. I'm by myself. No one's really out there, but yo, I'm fucking chilling, and I'm not stressing too much because I know my nigga Ray has that thing in the glove compartment. You know what I mean? So if things got fucked up, I could just, you know, get to that shit real quick. So I'm just chilling in the passenger. You don't take long at all. It takes 5 minutes tops. You know, I got the radio on. You know, I never forget that I was bumping Stillmatic. No, Stillmatic, because that's his favorite rapper. It was in the fucking deck, the CD player. So he comes down, and it's this Puerto Rican shorty with him. But it's not just, it's two of them. I'm like, oh shit. And in my mind, I'm thinking, yo, this nigga fucking with two birds. He got it like that. So they go on the whip. There's this one shorty with a Celtics jersey dress. You probably know what jersey dresses are. But Google it. It was popular in the early 2000s. Alright. Big ass earrings. Puerto Rican chick. Bad. Both of them are bad. But that chick with the Celtics jersey dress was the bitch she was fucking with. You know. And then the other chick, she had like a black turtleneck deal with some nice jeans, fat ass, flip flops, hair like in some type of bun. Alright, they get in the car. You know, I'm in the passenger. They go in the back seat, and Ray introduced me to him. He's like, "Yeah, the chick I'm fucking with, that's a friend." You know, I just go in the back and say, "What up?" You feel me? So we driving. Ray starts driving, and he's like, "Yo, now I go to store to get some Dutchess." I'm like, "Alright." So he goes to get some Dutchess. I'm waiting in the passenger. I say, fuck it, yo. Like I told y'all before, you know, in my videos, you know, when you're fat, especially a fat dude, society makes you think you can't get no woman at all. At a young age, I was fat all my life, y'all. At a young age, I learned to destroy that. You know what I mean? And it worked for me. It worked. Now I'm not too, you know, lucky with women. It's been almost 2 years since I had a girlfriend. But I don't give a fuck about that anymore. That being a whole nother story. But anyway, I had confidence like a motherfucker. I turn around and say, yo, I know Ray is fucking with you, but you got a man? Are you off limits? And she just giggled and said, nah, I ain't got no man. Talking about the shorty in the black turtleneck. Right? And I'm like, alright, that's what's up. I was like, can I get your number? Because I was just, you know, flat out, you know. And she's like, yeah. Just right off the bat. There was cell phones at the time, but I didn't have one. I didn't get a cell phone to 04 or some shit like that. And it was shit. You know, no, not even 04, maybe 05, 04, somewhere around there I got a cell phone. Can't remember, but it was shit. But she gives me a number, a little piece of writing paper. Jody had in her little fucking sort of purse wallet deal. So I took it, put it in my pocket, and I started making conversation like, you know, what are y'all doing? You know, and what are y'all doing, New B? You know, is it fun? She's just saying conversation. Ray comes in with the Dutch. We drive off. He pulls up at this other spot that he needs to go to get, you know, to slang his weed or whatever. So it was in New Bedford for hours. So he goes to that spot. I'm kicking back, just chilling. They're not really talking. So we start driving. Ray gives me the fucking weed to roll up. I was shit at rolling blunts at first, but I got the blunt down good. We feeling right. We stopped smoking. The bitches even smoke too. So after that, we all fucking high. We go back to Massachusetts, Fall River, Massachusetts, at Ray's crib. Ray was fucking 17 years old, living with his fucking sister Isabel, who was cool as fuck, Izzy, but she wasn't there. So Ray's like, yo, I'm gonna go in the room. I'm gonna get some ash real quick. You know, that's what it is. He went in the room, his room with his chick. I was on the couch with the shorty in the black turtleneck, Puerto Rican chick. So we high as fuck, and we're sitting down, and I'm like, I had this problem. I'll admit, sometimes when a bitch was like too bad, like too good looking, I would kind of fuck shit. And sometimes bitches get pissed, you know, if they're into you anyway. I would always say, you got a problem fucking with fat niggas. I would say that, because even though my confidence was, I always thought like, maybe this bitch is too sexy for me, you know. But I asked her, I was like, yo, you fuck with fat niggas? You know, you a problem with big niggas? And she's like, no. Not at all. And I was like, wow, that's something new. And as soon as I said that, I was like, that's something new. I started just making my way, rubbing her fucking pussy through the jeans. You feel me? She's giggling and shit, sexy as a motherfucker. And I just start fucking, you know, tongue kissing her. We start going at it. Now, this was a good 10 minutes, and it was sexy as fuck. Yo, my dick was on hard. I mean, like, hard as a motherfucker, man. Crazy hard. So, I make my move, you know what I mean? I try to take off her shirt. She slaps my hand. I'm like, what the fuck? She's like, nah, it's not like that. Let's just kiss. I'm like, fuck. Got born after a while, to be honest. I was too horny. Y'all niggas know when you're, you know, making out with a bitch, you wanna fuck or get your dick sucked at least. So that just stopped, and like awkwardly, Shorty just starts laughing. You know what I mean? So I'm still high as fuck, high and horny. You know, good combination too when you're actually gonna get something. You know. Ray comes out the room. He's like, yeah, I gotta bring these bitches back to New Bedford. You know what I mean? You wanna come with me? I'm like, yeah, sure. And New Bedford ain't that far. You know what I mean? So we hop back in. This time, Ray's bitch that he's fucking with gets in the passenger. Shorty with the Celtics jersey dress. I know he done tapped that ass. So she gets in the passenger. I get in the back with the other chick that I was making up with. So we get in the back, and you know, I'm just talking. I'm like, yo, why do you want to do anything? She's like, I'm not ready. I'm like, alright, that's fine, that's cool, I get it, but still, it's like cock blocking shit, you know. If you're down to make out with a nigga, you're not down to. You should be down to fuck, you know. That's all I'm gonna say, you know. So you drive both of them back to Shorty with the Celtics jersey dresses spot, and Shorty just kisses me on the mouth and says bye. The girl with the turtleneck, and I said, I'll call you, alright? And then at that moment, you know, I was single. Wouldn't get into a real serious relationship till a year later. We'll get into that too. And I just had mad butterflies. Like a nigga was happy. Like I was being a simp. I'll admit it. You know what I mean? Just like I was like getting sprung off this bitch, right? Didn't tell Ray because he'd be clowning me. He's like, yo, you do anything with a friend? And I was like, yeah, but it didn't go far. He's like, oh shit. He's like, that's just whack. And I'm like, yeah, it is whack. Because, you know, like I said, when you're horny, you want to fuck. Right? So, I'm sorry this story is going fucking crazy long. But, it's going to be pretty long. So, you know, I get back to the spot. It's a little late, you know, and fucking just around this time, I live with my grandparents. That's all I lived with was my grandparents at the time. My mom was in Providence with my little brothers and stuff. And My grandma was a ball buster, my nigga. I love my grandma to death, but around like 12ish, I couldn't be on the phone, and it was pretty late. 9 o'clock. I with my curfew, so it was around 8:30 when I got in. We were out for a long time, and I decided to call her. No answer. So I'm like, fuck this. I'm just gonna play some SmackDown. Shut your mouth. Y'all remember that on the PS2, and I'm gonna call it a day. So that's what happened. Right, we go to school and shit. Next day, come home. Decided to call this bitch. I called her, and she picked up surprisingly. And I'm like, yo, I think Ray has to make another stop to New Bedford on Friday. You know what I mean? So can we kick it? And she's like, yeah. So Ray goes back to New Bedford, makes his stop, slangs some shit, picks up the same chicks in that dirty ass project, and we go out and we go to Ray's house again. Same fucking, routine. He goes in the room to smash, I'm on the couch, and we just started talking. She was flicking through Ray's remote, you know what I mean? And it was like on some MTV shit. This is back when MTV was kind of still playing videos. Kind of, sort of. You know what I mean? Still playing videos. And it was Clips grinding. I know you remember Clips. Amazing. Pusha T, Malice, whatever. That video was on. Remember that. And, it was all about hip hop. And this bitch was, she knew her shit. And she fucked with Jadakiss and, Clips, Styles P, the locks and shit. She fucked with that shit. I thought it was dope. And I make my move again. Start kissing. And then, I try to take off her pants this time. No, my hand gets slapped. I just said, yo, what's the deal? You got a man or something you ain't telling me about? And she's like, nah. I'm like, oh, fuck. Now, what is it? She's like, I just don't want to rush into things. And I'm like, I kind of start kissing her and feeling on her pussy. She's like, yo, you can finger me, though. I gotta get a little, pussy action. So I start having two fingers up there, pull her pants down, and I start fingering her and tongue kissing her at the same time. Mind you, this is making me even more fucking horny. I can't do nothing. I can't stick my dick in it. Can't get no head for some fucking reason. That was annoying. So, time for these bitches to go home again. So, routine happens. Go drop them off. Shorty kisses me again. And I tell Ray about it. I'm like, yo, this bitch still don't want to give up no pussy, man. I'm like, yo, what's up with this bitch? She's like, you know anything about this bitch? She's like, nah, I know nothing. I know that's just Shorty's friend or whatever. I'm like, alright. So, fucking, we go back. I go back to my crib. And, day goes by. This one shit takes a catastrophic turn for the worse. Sorry it took like 20 minutes to tell. I like to give every detail and as much I can remember. I know it gets boring. But, I'm in school. Alright? School goes by. I'm walking with my niggas. I see this dude. This older dude that we never seen before. You know what I mean? And he looks mad as fuck. He looks a little suspicious. And what makes me say suspicious is when, we're out of school. My school was ghetto as fuck and hella people were there. So it's crowded outside because there's buses lined up. You know what I mean? And everybody goes on their respectable bus that they want to get home with, right? So we're walking and See this dude, this Puerto Rican cat. He looks old. This nigga's in his 20s, early 20s, anywhere from 24 to 25. Yo, I'm fucking what 16? No, 17. I'm 17 at the time. 2002. So we're walking. I'm with Ray and these other dudes. I can't remember who the fuck it was, cause they were acquaintance niggas. They're like two Brazilian niggas, but they were Crip dudes and they were two Brazilian niggas. They were twin brothers. I forgot these cats' names for the life of me. We're walking. Ray used to fucking sling weed to him, so we're walking, right? And he's like, "Yo, big man." That's what he said to me. And for some fucking reason, I knew it had to do with that bitch that Ray was fucking with. I knew it. Like, the bitch's friend that Ray was fucking with. You know, the bitch that I was making out with trying to fuck. I just knew I had a bad feeling. He said, "Yo, big man." It wasn't, "Yo, big man," like, I need help with directions. It was like, "Yo, big man, I'm gonna fuck you up." That's what it was like. "Yo, big man." That's what he said to me. I said, "You talking to me?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "You been fucking with this bitch named Carmen?" That was her name, man. I'm like, "Yeah." I don't know what to say, right? I'm like, "Yeah, what is it with you?" You know, he's like, "That's my girl." He's like, "Now I'm gonna tell you like this, you're gonna stop seeing her or we're gonna have to handle it." And Ray's like, "The fuck this nigga talking about?" You know what I mean? And I'm like, "Handle what?" And he's like, he lifts up his shirt. He had a fucking Lakers jersey. I'll never forget. He had a Kobe Bryant jersey. He had a yellow flag in his back pocket. This nigga had to be a Latin king. I'll tell you why. He lifts it up. I see this LK tattoo with the crown and shit. And near his boxes, he got a fucking gun. I don't know what fucking make. Nigga got a gun on his hip, right? I swear to God, I was scared, yo. I was like, "Nah, man, that's all you." I said, "That's all you." You know? He looks at me, he's like, "Yeah," you say, "Stop seeing it, you can get this." Exact words. It's like, "Nah, man, that's all you." And even Ray was just like me mugging nigga looking at him. Like, this nigga was fearless, you know what I mean? And Ray carried too, but he didn't have it in school. You know what I mean? And nigga punked me. You know, I'm gonna keep it 100. And I was like, alright. And I'm thinking, how the fuck does he know? You feel me? How in the fuck does he know? So, back in these times, I didn't give a fuck, you know, to keep it 100. And when I took a L, I couldn't live with that. Like, now, I'll be a man. It's like, yo, I'm a grown man. I gotta live with that L. Back then, I couldn't take it. I had to get some kind of action back on a motherfucker. You know what I mean? That was just me. And it was stupid because I could have died, yo. And to this day, I never told my mother. I told mother a lot of shit. The fights I've been through. But it would have broke her heart that her fucking firstborn son could have got popped over some ass that he never received. Just kissing and shit, right? So, I'm with Ray at his crib. We smoking. And I'm like, yo, I can't believe this shit happened. He said, "You know, this bitch talking?" Because I don't even know the bitch had a man. I don't know the bitch like that. I just pick her up sometimes with the other bitch with the jersey dress. You know, chick he was fucking with. You know, and I'm like, man, that nigga had me shook. I was scared shit. I told him. He's like, yo, I was kind of on that shit because I didn't have nothing on me, you know. Because Ray used to carry all the time and shit, but not in school, of course. So, fucking, we're just like, we gotta find out how the fuck this shit happened. You know what I mean? So, Ray calls his chick, starts fucking cussing her on the phone, and he's telling the bitch, yo, did your friend say anything? And she never told Mike she had a man. She's like, well, yeah, she found the number on a caller ID at her house, and she confessed that she was fucking with this kid named Mike, you know? And this dude lived in Fall River, you know what I mean? Her man was in Fall River, you feel me? My hometown. So, that's what happened. Like, he seen the name on the caller ID, and she fucked up, never deleted it or whatever, and was pressured into telling him that she was fucking with me. You know, which the bitch lied to my fucking face that she never had a man. Yo, I was fucking hot. I never even spoke to that bitch after that. Never called, nothing. And when Ray went to go get, like, his New Bedford runs, I didn't even go with the nigga. You know. So, that's that. Let me take a fucking drink break before I get into the main ending. So, yeah. She had me tight for a couple of days, yo. Told my uncle about it. He was scared for me. You know what I mean? He said, be careful, man. These niggas are crazy over some pussies. Some simp ass niggas. So, like, why you mad at me, my nigga? Your bitch was lying to you, making out with some niggas she didn't even know. You feel me? So, why the fuck you mad at me? So, that's what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? And Ray just said, yo, I know where this nigga be chilling at. I know where he's fucking, where he be around. You know what I mean? Fall River is a small city. It was a big city, but you know what I mean? Small city where niggas know each other. You know what I mean? And Ray was called a drug dealing community, but it was. He knew a lot of the other niggas on the blocks and shit that be slamming. So, fucking, he knew this dude. He put his name out there. Niggas found out who he was. He used to sling on Lafayette Park. You know, you probably don't know what the fuck that is, obviously. It's from forever. So, Ray told me where the fucking the nigga be staying at. And he was alone. We caught the nigga alone. We didn't even give a fuck if he was strapped at the time. You know what I mean? Because Ray had that thing on him. He had a 45 on his waist. Real shit. Like, this is real. That's why I say beef with internet niggas ain't real beef. You feel me? It's not. I ain't gonna even mention that dumb shit. I'm just saying it's not. You know what I mean? This is real beef. Alright? We walk up on dude. I don't even say nothing. He had like a yellow do-rag. It's like yellow and purple. I remember that shit, yo. I just hauled off and fucking caught him in the back of his head. I just hit the nigga as hard as I could, yo. He dropped. Ray fucking kicks him. Ray's rocking fucking Timbs. Kicks the dude in the face. And we stomped the nigga out like a welcome mat. Just, you know what I mean? Just take it to the nigga. You know what I mean? Ray's going in this nigga's pockets, yo. And when Ray went in his pockets, yo, he wasn't strapped. He didn't have a gun on him. Like, the nigga wasn't smart. I think he was pushing at the time, too. You know what I mean? So we jumped the nigga on his block. And, that was that. Ray checked his pockets, nigga had nothing. And I just thought about that time he showed me that heat on his waist. And I fucking kicked him right in the face. As hard as I could. Knocked that nigga's fucking grill piece. You know what I mean? And after that happened, we just scurried back to Ray's car. Yes, we jumped the nigga, you know, you pussy. Nah. That's how niggas rolled back then, you know what I mean? Knucklehead shit. You feel me? I was 17 years old. And I wasn't even worried about retaliation and none of that shit. You know what I mean? And for whatever reason, we never seen dude. You know, he never came back to get at niggas or what, because we were rolling dumb deep back then. The whole folk and crip dudes, like I knew about 60 niggas back then that would have had my back, and that's the real true life shit. You know, and nigga never came to see me, and I used to be near Lafayette because I was chilling with my boy Willie and Josh, smoking weed and shit. Willie's doing a bit too, but yeah, that's the story. You know what I mean? Almost shot over some pussy. And that's that. So, I'll see y'all next time on Storytime, man. Hope you enjoyed this crazy shit. And I'll see y'all for the next time. Real life stories that really happened in my life. You know, that's real beef to worry about. And scary ass shit, man. For real, for real. Glad I'm living today to tell the shit. So, I'll see you on the flip side. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.